beat. And that feels heavy, and that shouldn't feel heavy. Ya, ta, ta. The lines aren't there. They're just for loving the notes, not for...
Hi, my name is Julian. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I play clarinet. The piece you're about to hear is Tchaikovsky's Sixth Symphony. It's one of his heavier works. There's a lot of really intense and deep emotional gestures and phrases, and one of the best things to look out for is when you really get to pare down the orchestra and hear those more simple melodies. But it's a great piece, and I hope you enjoy listening.
Same spot, one before B. One before B is, and I'm going to feel bad if I spend the last week asking you to not be as much on the first, and then I don't get more on the second, okay? I'm asking you to be heroic but a little farther away. Then, clear step up the second time. And it is not neither time. Bong, bong, bong. More chime-like, please, okay? Good, that was our best version so far. Could we go from letter C, I think is good. Letter C. It started to be, the back and forth started to be comfortable. Everybody's hearing each other a little bit better, I think. Letter C. 1, 2, 3, and. The life of the world of the clarinet and the world of the viola have to meet, even though you never talk at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I was too subtle. Must have been my fault. I was going 1, 3, to try and get the roll. I'm going to assume that was my fault. Okay. Good. We haven't done that a couple of days. We haven't done the transition. How much? So did you guys at Poco Pio want me ask for just longer? Is that longer stroke? Is that right at 73? Was that a request that was made? Good. That's good. That's good. Thank you. But then we do go back to the more articulate around letter D as it gets softer again. Okay. Back to more articulate. Okay. Good. Can I have more on the chords? Bar 60, I guess it's bar 70, and the next three things. Beam, including bass, bum, ba. Those chords on 3 are really important, okay? Good. Brass, that was better. Thank you. The first one was buttoned up. Can we start right at un poco più animato? Is bar 2 beats before that. 66. I'm going to start on the 3rd beat. 66, starting on the 3rd beat. I'll give 1, 2, 3. 1, and get the. I'm singing the top 8 under that slur, okay? Violins, when you have rhythms like 131, B, da, you hear all this ba, 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 and that destabilizes, see, I don't know how to speak, destabilizes us. We need to keep rhythmic integrity against the triplets, okay? So some spine there. David, anything about that, Ying? Or other things?
Go ahead, but I was just thinking, it's like sometimes in Tchaikovsky, the bass is our heartbeat and the horns are heartbeat, and if we make them move around a lot, it's like arrhythmia or something. So they can come with us a little bit, but if we wait, ba, 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 I mean, we're just done. So, da, 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 da,
Breathe and
da.
go.
We just have to come in here and also. It's actually more expressive if we come in on time than if we wait.
That is true. Totally true.
Can I also add that the ba 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 versus, it's nice you have the melodic feel of the melody, and it's great, but we need more definition. There's really out there, I'm sitting in the second row, and it's kind of, we don't hear the space. Anytime you have repeated notes in music, it needs a little extra space, a little extra articulation. That doesn't mean we don't still have the nice feeling of the melody in our playing, but we just, if it's a heartbeat, in between the heartbeats there is a little space.
And the lower you are, the more we have to watch out for that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
For me, it's just something I think we'll talk about a lot in full string sectional tomorrow, but just like the accompaniment figure, as there was more content passed back, it was so much better. Even though I'm sure you're all enjoying this tune, I think we're coasting just a little on how good it sounds when unison strings play together.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But if each of us played with more of the individual responsibility like you would have if you had to play it alone, it would be that much better. It has nothing to do with playing louder, just if each of one of us loans our individuality to the phrasing within the context of playing together, it'll just magnify the result.
We're not looking for a choral blend of sound where everybody disappears. We're looking for one soul of sound that's made up of all of your intentions of music making. So it makes up the part of you that plays solos, everything else, and it does it together with everybody else. Then it starts to sing and go, okay?
Similar thing, more emotion, more participation when we do this.
Good. Let me see. Can we do just this bit, because that's all great stuff. So yum da 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 da. Could we start please at letter? I think we could do right on the andante. Yes, right on the andante, please. Okay. You probably wonder. I shift around the things I hold in my hand. I sometimes do it without this. First of all, I enjoy that. But second of all, I want you to have lots of different ways of relating to people, okay? We've had a couple of junctures where conductors have come in and their physicality, although unbelievably strong, was like, whoa, total shock. I'm trying to shock you also with unpredictability. Sorry about that. Andante, 130. Can I ask the accompanimental chords of winds to phrase more like the strings are getting? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, okay? If you sing along the melody with you, you're not going to play everything. You'll know where to put your diminuendos. You'll know where to make your little punctuations, okay? It's not just a wall of sound. Good, but I did start to hear something out of you guys that had a little bit more like like full investment, okay? This project is really cool. It pulls all of you of a whole bunch of different ages from 1 billion different states. We come here together, and what we actually try and do is find how to get your individual contribution with who you are, how you were raised, what you love about music, and put that together with everybody else as a huge, literal, sonic melting pot. That's what NYO is, okay? And it doesn't do if you just sort of disappear or go along for the ride, then you're not actually fulfilling the mission, okay? Which is really cool. If we can't manage to do it, we can't expect our country to do it. But if we can, there's hope. So it's worth it.